Hey everyone, it's Aubrey, recovering perfectionist, queen of distraction / gardener, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the very handy tool that kept my worries at bay and my garden and my chickens alive while I was gone on vacation. Last year, I made the very hard decision to keep things minimal garden-wise so we could focus on other areas of our yard, but then we also wanted to take a long family vacation during the time of year where we would typically be doing a lot of planting and maintenance in the garden. And then not just that, but obviously when you're really getting a garden established, there's a significant amount of watering that happens. But that still didn't stop me from planting a few summer veggies for my boys, not to mention all the perennials that I have surrounding my garden that I would just prefer not to die. And while we did have neighbors and family and friends popping in to take care of our animals and just keep an eye on things, I didn't want to put the burden of watering my garden and everything that surrounds it on anybody. And this is where the RAINPOINT 2-zone smart timer with Wi-Fi hub came in to save the day. The timer was not only extremely easy to install and set up, but it comes with 3 features that makes this timer extra special. All controlled from the RAINPOINT app, each zone has 3 watering options: normal, interval, and then cycle and soak. And on top of that, there are 5 flexible schedules that you can customize from every day to even up to 30 days. There really is the perfect scenario for every garden out there. I had mine set to just run normally once every day. One zone was set to water my garden once in the morning, and then my second zone I actually ended up setting up out at my chicken coop. It was just kind of a last minute kind of MacGyver situation to get fresh water to them on a regular basis while we were gone. And then that zone I was able to just set to run for only 1 minute. It was a little silly, but it was the perfect makeshift scenario to make all that work while we were away. With this, there's also the worry-free smart irrigation. And thanks to the smart scenes that you can set up in the RAINPOINT app, the Wi-Fi enabled timer automatically adjusts your watering plan based on weather or temperature, which for us living in the Pacific Northwest, rain is still very much a possibility for us in May and even into June. So this feature is very helpful for us when it comes to, trying to avoid overwatering as much as possible. And bonus with this, the customizations are based on zone. So while when it's raining, I don't want it to water my garden, I still, in zone 2, wanted that water to go to my chickens. Another smart scene that I have set up personally is for me to get a notification to my email when the battery in the timer runs low. I should probably also set a notification for when the battery dies. For me, the more reminders, the merrier. If you're a mom, or I guess really just a busy person in general, you know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, the RAINPOINT timers are also equipped with flow monitors and real-time alerts. Each zone contains a precision flow sensor, which will track your water usage for up to 12 months, and it's going to notify you if anything is out of the norm. So for me, while I was sitting on a beach and randomly felt the need to worry about whether or not the garden was getting watered or the chickens were getting water, I was able to hop on the RAINPOINT app real quick and reassure myself with that tracking in the app. Another really neat feature with this timer is the AI recommended function. AI is really just solving all our problems now, isn't it? So you can either choose to use the smart irrigation function recommended by AI, or just the parameters based on your needs and set your own personal irrigation plan. Initially for my garden plan before we left, I strayed pretty far from the AI option because I wanted to see proof that the sprinkler was actually running. While I was in my kitchen in the morning getting ready, I wanted to look out my kitchen window and see that the sprinkler was going. Oh, there it goes. Woo! That's so exciting. But now that I have the confidence and proof that the timer is indeed functioning, I will be switching things to the AI recommendation, especially as we start getting into the warmer months. And in the event that zone 2, which is currently at my chickens, when that migrates to watering an actual plant and not animals, I'll more than likely end up following the AI recommendation there just because I want to make sure that I'm watering my yard as efficiently as possible. And if you are anything like me, who when watering by hand, you don't really have a watering plan, it's like you get out there when you can get out there. I think initially setting up your plans like, okay, well, when do I run this? And I think that just default going off of the AI recommendation is a really great place to start until you decide, or if you decide that you want to change things up in the future. This timer is really such a smart and a very special tool. Despite the very bold green, I am a fan. I mean, honestly, you could paint the thing a road cone orange and slap a clown nose on it, and I would be more than happy to have this in my yard. The simplicity that this brings to gardeners really is worth every penny. RAINPOINT really thought of everything when they designed this timer. And I am personally all for caring for my garden smarter and not harder. We're saving water, staying connected, especially while you're away. Thanks to this timer, our garden and our chickens are alive and well. along with the weeds. It's really just mind-blowing how much things can grow over the course of a 10-day period. So weed eating, mowing the lawn, weeding, like all at the top of my to-do list this weekend. Anyway, I just can't recommend this timer enough for simplifying your day-to-day life as a gardener, but then also making things easier on you if you too, like me, have hopes and dreams of outdoor adventures and being somewhere other than your yard this summer. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for taking a chunk out of your day to hang out with me. If you're not yet subscribed and you would like to be, you are invited. All links and information on the RAINPOINT timer are going to be linked down in the description, so check that out. And if you're interested in checking out any of my garden playlists, those will be linked down below as well. Feel free to subscribe if you're not yet already. I hope to see you in the next one. As always, I love you, have fun, and be kind.